so cold out there. So this story is about a child that tries to cheat death, and it's adapted from a Norwegian folk tale that is about a child that just can't get used to the idea of death and wants to protect the people that they love. So at Displace Yourself, we are trying to grow a community of people that feel supported by one another. There's a non-hierarchical space that every idea is welcome and every personality is accepted.
The angel. The bear.
So for us, when making theatre, the process is just as important as the destination or the product. That kind of staying in that curiosity and that playful inquisition around the possibilities and the options, the routes to take.
So the way that we set that up is by having a container at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day.
Day will start with an opportunity for the performers to warm up and to move, to get into their bodies, to land in the space. And a lot of, I'm sure a lot of theatre companies do that, and I think it's really vital.
We open the space to allow people to come in to give themselves what they need as an individual. So starting with the self. So physically, that might be warming up the body, have a warm tea, whatever it might be. So checking in with yourself emotionally and mentally, to seeing how you are. What are you bringing to this process today?
And he said, "I'm not scared." But he didn't have a plan. He didn't have any weapons. He had nothing. "I'm not scared."
As a director, I'm really interested in finding an alternative way to lead. And that comes through trust that people that we're gathering together, that they have gifts of ideas, that they have everything inside them to bring the magic. So rather than me putting on my ideas onto what I think it should look like and what I think it should feel like and what the final thing is, I really believe in the power of allowing people to find it themselves, and together we're going to create something that's far more truthful of actually what's going on in the world.
So this is a really different way of working for me. Displace Yourself work with writers to feed words into the space, make suggestions, improvisations, movement suggestions. And instead of working from quite a rigid, originally established script, I'm actually moving and moulding and writing with the performers throughout the whole R&D process. But it's very much a co-creation and co-curation collaborative exercise of writing it together.
And dig, and dig, and dig, and something feels different about this spot. Maybe it was the way that the sun came in, or the clouds, but this feels.
So being part of this ensemble is really special. It's not something I as a designer get to do a lot, which is to be really in the room with the creatives and the sort of performers as something's being developed. It can sometimes turn into quite a separate process, and then we come together at certain points. So to sort of be together in this organic moment is very special for and not something I get to do very often. Till now, we've sort of got ourselves to grip with the sort of emotion and the story and the sort of threads through this world. But I can't wait to sort of get my teeth into thinking a little bit bigger to when we get to take this to an outdoor space and something a bit larger as well.
We work with people from all around the world at Displace Yourself. We have so many different nationalities, different backgrounds and experiences and perspectives, and I think death is one of the things that is a commonality that we all share. So if we can take this huge concept that all of us experience, like death, and then bring in all of these different perspectives to explore it, understand it a little bit more about how we feel about it.
When I was at drama school, I had a really close friend, and a few years after I graduated, he sadly passed away. And because he was so young, and it was so unexpected, it really hit me. And I don't think I dealt with it at the time, but I think for me, connecting back into this show, everyone was thinking about their own experiences of grief, and that definitely fed into the show. But I noticed myself thinking about my friend, and so the key message that came out for me, particularly playing death, was it's so essential to life. We have to accept it. Like, things can't go on forever. And sometimes it's expected and sometimes it's unexpected. But if you can accept it, it gives you a new kind of lease on life. It gives you a new appreciation, and you can drop into your day-to-day and go, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for them.
In A World Without Death, I'm currently the sound designer, which means that I'm making musical loops, and they're kind of like background music for different scenes. I really love the way Mike and Jen work. There's a lot of sensitivity, a lot of checking in, a lot of very profound stuff that comes up. So it's really organic and wonderful to work this way.
I really love live music in the theatre. I think it really helps to keep the show alive and to carry the story. So in this piece, I was really excited to bring lots of different elements together. Avatar also brings this kind of like a wisdom and an experience and a gravity that I think really the show benefited from. The other element, which was equally as exciting, there's an incredible band called the Baghdadis, and they're kind of a six-piece Balkan ska, funky, jazzy, blow off the roof kind of energy, and they're absolutely amazing.
The coconut?
Yeah.
This is going to make me play even better. My lips are going to be yes, come on. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want some as well? That's when you're struggling to put it up. I had Mars if you guys want.
Okay.
You go? Good go?
Oh yeah, go on. Company, we're all inside.
The whole line.
A lot of theatre is constrained in that it thinks it has to start with a script. What I find more interesting is to work collaboratively with a creative team. Having said that, I think you need a strong leader that harvests ideas and then selects and edits and then crafts the work. That's really important. But this sort of work will incorporate music and it will incorporate physicality, dance, as well as storytelling.
We grew up watching knee-high theatre. It was a huge inspiration for the work that I made when I was younger. And so to have Mike Shepherd's expertise in the room with us was an absolute gift to have in the process.
Be very careful. Stay alive, but that's great, Tammy. You've got such a fantastic face for it. Yeah, you can just stay still, Tammy. Let them do that.
Don't forget to keep looking at each other.
Looking at her. You know, go, quick. Same as looking for that cup of tea. You know what she wants. Yeah, that's it. Each other.